Brad from Unwired View here, ready to do another awesome unboxing with you. This particular unboxing is going to be completely different than any other one that I've done so far. And all of the other ones I've done so far have had the word phone in them somewhere. Smartphone, feature phone, messaging phone, you know, something like that. This one is actually a tablet. So a little bit different than a phone. A lot of people think of it as just a really large version of a touchscreen phone. And in a lot of ways it is. But this one in particular we're going to be looking into is the Galaxy Tab. This one is on Sprint. So special thanks to the guys from Sprint hooking us up with the unit. This one in particular is going to be $399 with contract, $599 without. You will be able to get it on any other carrier. It's currently available on T-Mobile and Verizon. You will be able to get it on AT&T as of November 21st. So there's going to be a lot of choices out there. The question is, what are the differences? Now we're hoping to be able to get extra units from Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T, being able to compare them all. But at least for all intents and purposes today, we've got the Sprint one. We're going to have fun with the Galaxy Tab in general, and we'll point out a few differences in the overall design. So join with me, why don't you? We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to rip open this box and see what's inside, and we're going to love it. This is it, everyone, the Galaxy Tab on Sprint. This is of course made by Samsung. Now when we look at Sprint's boxing style, there's always a similar pattern, at least their current boxing style. There's always a device over here, and then there's always a really small person right next to that device doing something that, well, I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. But you never know. It's always interesting that they just have some random guy there looking up at the device like it's really, really large. Okay. Just looking at this thing on the outside, not a whole lot to it actually. It's kind of surprising. Okay. Now there's a whole lot of yellow here. We're looking at some of the unique features of it. Oh, and what's going to be included in the box. We've got the Galaxy Tab itself, the USB charger, memory card already installed, very nice, card adapter, getting started guide for both English and Spanish, okay, basics guide, terms and conditions, information booklet, and recycle bag. Alrighty, sounds pretty basic. Just a lot of same stuff that we'd find with a regular phone. So let's open this thing up, find out what's inside. And there is the beautiful Galaxy Tab. Okay. I'm really excited to play around with this thing, that's for sure. Okay. So just looking at this thing. Okay, there they point out where the mic is. We've got a 3.5 inch 3.5 millimeter jack. Power button or screen lock with the volume rocker, micro SD card slot, and then of course the speakers and the charging port. Now, intriguing, it's not actually the standard micro USB. Okay, we also have the frontward facing camera. And then on the back, ooh, holy white Batman, right? Okay, there's the 3 megapixel camera with the LED flash on the back. By the way, the frontward facing camera, not 3 megapixel, that's just a standard VGA. Okay, some of the other cool stuff. Alright. We'll get back to that. Let's open the rest of this up. Okay. Important information you need to know right now. Read it before anything else. Yeah, right. Okay, register now for the Media Hub. This is where we're going to be able to rent movies and TV shows, and yeah, that's going to be really exciting. We have the charging port, USB cable, and then there's the adapter, so that way you can take your micro SD card, stick it in a standard size, put it in a computer or digital camera, whatever the case may be. And then we have okay. This is the charger. They just have it come in 2 parts. Okay, so we're going to open this baby up. Alright, so I just took everything out of the bags. Now we see this charger port has the 2 parts, of course. This is so that way you can just take this, the US version, and replace it out with the international version. Comes in really handy for packaging, and certainly is really nice when it is time for you to go traveling internationally. Of course, here we've got the USB cable. You're going to be able to plug that into that nice little USB port included, or of course into your computer. Micro SD adapter to SD size, of course. And then, last but not least, we have what's in this white box. I'm willing to bet it's the Getting Started guide. I'm smart. Get started. Well, of course, we haven't seen it yet, and it was the only place it could have been, so, you know, whatever. Basics guide. This can come in handy if you're having trouble with certain things, trying to get to know the tablet. But if you're like me, you probably just directly throw that into the trash. So, here's a good little overview of what was in that box. It was nice and tight in there, and now it's just strewn about. So, time to turn the Galaxy Tab on. Alright, here comes the really fun part. Being able to unwrap this thing. Taking all the plastic off. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to turn it on right here. The usual Samsung startup screen. Alright, now this thing's got Android 2.2 or Froyo loaded on it. So we expect to see a lot of similarities to most of the Android smartphones out there. Just certainly on a much larger screen. Okay, let's slide this thing, turn it on. Okay, so we got some keyboard settings. It's just telling us some of the ideal ways to get the keyboard going here and to have it fit our needs best. So you're going to go past that. Here's where we can choose the internet connection. I'm going to connect to Wi-Fi just in case. We just set up the Wi-Fi network. Now it's going to ask us to get the GPS going. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it just that way for right now. Now we set up the Google or Exchange account, whatever we want to do. I'm going to set up my Google account. Okay. Nothing we haven't seen before. You see that with pretty much every time we set up Android. Okay, now that we got that set up, we're going to go into back it up. Okay. Alright, back updated with my Google account. Sure, why not? Oops. Okay, so since we already set that one up, I won't worry about the other ones for right now. And I believe there's just one step left in the process. And that step is learn more. Oh, well. Okay, that wasn't terribly exciting. It's a bit anticlimactic, if you ask me. Alright, so let's hit next. or finish actually. Okay, really quick, we're gonna go in and check out some of the goods in here. Alright, loving the large touchscreen. It gives a lot more real estate for larger icons. Certainly a lot of the applications, games, and whatnot are going to come up a lot larger. In the full review, we're going to go into more detail on these apps, how they look with the Galaxy Tab and the 7-inch screen. So right now, just first impressions, I can tell it's of course running the Froyo 2.2. Looks like it has the TouchWiz interface on there. Especially going to applications, you can see the standard TouchWiz app tray, where instead of having it go just a huge tray where you can just scroll up and down on it, you can actually scroll left and right, much like you would see on an iPhone and seeing all the apps in there. Okay, whoops. Alright, so for some other quickies, let's go in. We're going to see what the browser has to offer. Okay. Oh, looky, it just happened to pop up on the unwired view. Very nice. Okay. So going through here, I can see there are a lot of images on here, so there's a little bit of lag just moving my finger up and down, but the pinch to zoom, there's no lag at all. That's a smooth zoom in, zoom out. Very nice. Of course, with it being Froyo, you're going to have access to the Flash player on here. We are going to get into more detail on that in the full review as well. So for right now, we're just kind of giving a general look at stuff on the screen and how it looks, just being a 7-inch touchscreen. Okay. So on here we've got email, apps, browser, and what Sprint device would be complete without having Sprint bloatware. The Sprint Zone, certainly free games is new. We're going to have to check that out as well. Kindle is going to be great because certainly if you're going to have a tablet, you definitely want to be able to read books on this. Definitely take advantage of the larger screen by reading some good quality ebooks. Media will be great to have just simply because you'll be able to rent movies and TV shows and all that. So, okay. Comes with the default 3 home screens, so we should be able to expand that. Going in, we also have the standard, just like you would see on any other Samsung Android device, especially with the recent Galaxy S series. This is going to be very familiar to you. So you have your menu, your home, go back and search. Okay. So that's just a general idea of what it looks like on the Galaxy Tab. Interestingly enough, you can see how either I have really dirty fingers or it's just easy to pick up fingerprints. So with this being the case, I'm going to have to recommend getting a screen protector for it. So, because otherwise you're going to be doing this all the time, just rubbing it, trying to get all that those fingerprints off. Because hey, this is a gorgeous screen, beautiful. Oh hey, that's also beautiful there. Hey. And so you definitely want to make sure that you take good care of it. So that, everyone, is an unboxing of the Galaxy Tab on Sprint. Now, I definitely want you to leave comments at unwiredview.com for us, because if you have questions or comments or whatever, I definitely want to be able to address them in the full review. So feel free to leave me your questions and I will get back to you. Okay. Oh, very nice. It's got a system update already. We're going to go ahead and install that, but we won't bore you with that. We're going to leave that for next time. So, anyways, for unwiredview.com, this is Brad. We look forward to having the full review out to you very soon.